ठीक है, तो आरंभ करते हैं। So last class our topic was interrogative sentences, questions, and we will continue that. So we had done what, how, and why. Okay, so our next topic is when. So when indicates timing. So in Hindi, we use this word kab. When is kab? So let's say, when will I become a pure devotee? Question. So now we have to translate in Hindi. You want to give a try?
कब मैं शुद्धा भक्ता
बनूंगी.
What was the word? Tanungi?
Banungi.
Banungi. Oh, bana. Okay.
Yeah,
Banungi.
almost correct. So कब मैं नहीं, मैं कब.
मैं कब.
मैं कब. Sorry. मैं कब शुद्ध भक्त बनूंगी और बनूंगा. मैं कब. So कब is when. Okay. When will I get prasad?
Could I just ask a question before?
Yes.
So is it with kab every time that you cannot start the sentence with kab, but you have to start it with the subject, unlike with kya?
If it is part of a conversation, then we can start with kab. So if you tell me you will become a pure devotee, so I will ask when.
Kab.
When. When will that happen? Kab hoga. So in an ongoing conversation we can do that, but mostly sentence does not start with question word.
Okay.
Mostly there should be a subject before that.
Yeah.
All right. So when will I get prasad?
मैं का प्रसाद लेंगे.
मुझे प्रसाद कब मिलेगा, और यू कैन से प्राप्त होगा. This is प्राप्त is a better word compared to मिलेगा. प्राप्त. मुझे प्रसाद कब मिलेगा. Okay. When will you start the class?
आप खाब class
कक्षा.
kaksha arab something
आरंभ.
with aramba aramvi aramba
आरंभ. आरंभ करेंगे.
aram aha
आप और you, yeah, आप, that is fine. कब कक्षा आरंभ, और in conversation we use this Urdu word शुरू करेंगे. This is generally used, शुरू. Okay.
Hello.
And one more point here. This is almost like interchangeable. You can also say like this: आप कक्षा कब आरंभ करेंगे? That is also fine. Both are acceptable. Okay. When will you come to my home?
तुम
हाँ.
आप
Yeah, okay. Shamantak ji, you can try.
आप मेरे घर कब आ गया?
आप मेरे घर कब आएंगे?
आएंगे. Yeah, future tense. Sorry.
Yes. आएंगे.
Mhm.
आप मेरे घर कब आएंगे?
Yes, it is. It's मेरे.
मेरे, my. मेरे is my. Or there is a better word compared to आएंगे, that is पधारेंगे. पधारेंगे. Padharengi, this is spoken more out. It's a respectful way of speaking. Padharengi. All right. Okay. Next one. When is the next match? So next means agla. Agla. In Sanskrit we will say paravarti. Paravarti. So there is previous and next. The previous is called purvavarti. In Hindi we say pichla. Pichla. Pichla is the Hindi. In Sanskrit we say purvavarti. And next is paravarti. Purva is previous, para is upcoming. And in Hindi we will say agla. Interestingly, in Bengali we still use these two Sanskrit words only. Purvavarti, paravarti. They have still retained lot of Sanskrit words even in the conversation.
Hmm.
Okay, just 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So when is the next match? What is the Hindi for match? खेल.
Ah, play.
अगला खेल कब है, or you can also say होगा. Both are acceptable. Why? Although hai is in present tense, but agla is in future. Present means vartaman kal, and future is bhavishya. Like in English, we are using the present tense verb when is. So even though I am saying when is the next match, obviously I am asking about future only, because next match cannot happen in the present, it has to happen in future only. So same thing in Hindi also. Agla khel kab hai is also acceptable, or hoga. Like we ask sometimes, when is the next class? So then we can, in Hindi, we can say agli kaksha. Kaksha is in striling. Agli kaksha kab hai ya kab hogi. Okay. Any question?
Clear.
Yes. Clear? All right. So this is about when. Sure. Then after this, we have where. So where indicates place. So in Hindi we say kahan. Where are you going? So Malika ji, you want to try in Hindi?
Mhm. आप कहाँ
Yeah.
जाते हो?
जा रहे हैं.
जा रहे हैं. Mhm.
जा रहे हैं, because this is continuous tense. Present continuous.
What I said was, where do you go?
Yes, that is correct. आप
Okay.
कहाँ जाते हैं? आप कहाँ जा रहे हैं? जा रहे हैं. This is continuous, present continuous.
Mhm.
Then
Mhm.
okay, where is Jiva Institute? Very simple. So in Hindi,
जीवा इंस्टीट्यूट कहाँ है?
जीवा संस्थान कहाँ है? कहाँ है? Okay. Where was Ras Leela conducted? So now this is in past tense. Where was?
Is Rasa Leela Kaha
Yes.
conducted.
कहाँ हुई थी? हुई थी. So this tha and thi, this is past. तो रास लीला कहाँ हुई थी? कहाँ हुई थी?
हुई क्या है?
Sorry.
what is hui kya hai?
हुई क्या है? Hui is happened. Hui is actually for happened. This is in past tense.
I understand. So it's to be in past tense, right?
Yes,
To
to be in, yes, to be in past tense. To be in past tense. Strictly speaking, conducted should be की गई थी.
Mm.
Means it was performed.
Mhm.
Performed.
I see. So huit he we have both in past tense. Interesting. Not only he. I thought that I have to say like something in like we have to be and then he in the past, and here we have both in the past.
Yeah, both are required.
Okay.
In past tense, both are required.
Mhm.
Now, suppose it is present tense. If it is in present tense, then we will say Ras Leela kahan ho rahi hai. Where is it happening? Where is it happening? And if it is in future, kahan hogi. This is future, bhavishya. ये भविष्य, ये वर्तमान प्रेजेंट, और ये आपका भूतकाल. भूतकाल इज पास्ट टेंस. भूत इज पास्ट.
अच्छा.
तो ये आपका भूतकाल हो गया, ये वर्तमान हो गया, और ये भविष्य इधर फ्यूचर. And for tense we use the word kal. Tense is kal. भूतकाल, वर्तमान काल, भविष्य काल.
You use word ho gaya. What does it mean? You said
अच्छा, हो गया. हो गया.
Yeah.
हो गया means done. जैसे कि let's say there are some workers working on a site. So the labor will say भैया काम हो गया. काम हो गया मतलब the work is done, over. हो गया is completed. That is हो गया.
So am I right that you said bhavishya ho gaya, vartamana ho gaya, or I heard it wrong?
नहीं, हो गया is technically for past, an activity that has completed. It's not applicable in वर्तमान and भविष्य. वर्तमान और भविष्य में वो नहीं चलेगा.
Okay, so it means that I heard something but didn't understand what is it, and mixed things.
Yeah, okay. I'm not exactly sure where you felt confused. Maybe possible. Like here we say hogi, hoga. Sound similar. Hoga, ho gaya. The sound. Yeah, I think this is where you got confused. So hoga is different and ho gaya is different.
What's the difference?
The difference is in ho gaya. In ho gaya we have two separate words, and this is used for an activity that has been completed.
Now I understood. This gaya, it's different verb,
gaya is different.
and
Yes.
this is to be in the future.
Yes. And gaya is used
right.
not only with ho. Gaya is used like I can say वह चला गया. वह चला गया मतलब he has gone. वह मर गया. He has died. Okay, so gaya is for used for activity that has been done in the past. But there is an interesting thing. Gaya is for recent past. It is not for something that has a lot of gap. If you are referring to something that has happened a little long time back, then we use this tha. Then tha comes. Then tha comes. Like Ras Leela kahan hui thi. So Ras Leela did not happen yesterday. It has happened long time back. So then I bring this thi and tha. Huh.
Huh.
So gaya and gaya tha. So tha is for little longer in the past.
So we use both of them, Gaya, Tha, if it is long ago, right?
Like I can say, मैं पिछले वर्ष वृंदावन गया था. पिछले वर्ष वृंदावन गया था, तो एक वर्ष का अंतर हो गया.
Last year.
हाँ, लास्ट ईयर.
Hmm.
ठीक है. But these rules are not, they are not like very strict, they are not very hard and fast rules. They also change according to the usage also. All right. Okay, so then where will you go for higher studies? Where will you go for higher studies?
How would you say for higher studies?
Higher is ऊंची and studies is शिक्षा, ऊंची शिक्षा.
उच्च शिक्षा के लिए.
ऊंची शिक्षा के लिए आप
क्या आऊंगी?
आप कहाँ जाएंगे? Go is जाएंगे.
जाएंगे.
Will, future. कहाँ जाएंगे? ऊंची शिक्षा प्राप्त करने के लिए. प्राप्त means to receive. Now receive is not mentioned here, but it is understood. So ऊंची शिक्षा प्राप्त करने के लिए आप कहाँ जाएंगे? Or you can start from आप also. आप ऊंची शिक्षा प्राप्त करने के लिए कहाँ जाएंगे? प्राप्त करने के लिए. And in many Hindi translations, this के लिए, you will see it is translated as hetu. Hetu. For the purpose of. So you are going with a purpose, and the purpose is higher studies. तो ऊंची शिक्षा प्राप्त करने हेतु. प्राप्त करने हेतु. This hetu is used in more refined Hindi translations. करने हेतु. आप कहाँ जाएंगे? ऐसे. When will you leave from here?
Can you please write in Hindi also?
Sorry?
Whatever. Can you please write in Hindi also whatever we translate? Because I think
I forgot to write here.
It will be very handy, I think, to
Yes.
rewatch the
Yes.
videos and write down everything.
आप ऊंची शिक्षा. One minute, let me erase this. प्राप्त करने के लिए, और you can say हेतु. प्राप्त करने हेतु कहाँ जाएंगे?
What is the के लिए?
Both are same. के लिए और हेतु.
It means for.
For the
I
purpose
see.
of. Yeah, you're right. For only. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So when will you leave this place?
यहाँ जगह
यह जगह, हाँ, तो आप इस, नॉट एग्जैक्टली यह, इस
हम्म।
जगह, इस स्थान, स्थान is the proper word, although everyone says जगह only. आप इस स्थान, or you can simply say यहाँ. यहाँ, यहाँ means this place only. यहाँ is this and वहाँ is that. तो आप इस जगह से, इस स्थान से, यहाँ से कब जाएंगे, और you can say निकलेंगे, or if you want to speak respectfully with Sanskrit word, then it will be प्रस्थान करेंगे. प्रस्थान करेंगे. प्रस्थान means to leave.
Does
Prasthan is to leave.
prasthan also means exit? Prasthan?
Yeah, prasthan is exit. To leave, exit. Okay.
Mhm.
Any doubt here?
And what about Nikalenge? It is,
निकलेंगे, निकलेंगे is, yeah, almost same only.
mhm.
जाएंगे,
And-
निकलेंगे, same.
So it, in present tense, how it will be?
हाँ, तो present tense is, this is present continuous. जा रहा है, going. जा रही है, निकल रहा है. Nikal, I mean, okay, this is for going. Nikal is also same only, but Nikal is strictly speaking like coming out of something.
Mhm.
Coming out of something, that is Nikal. Like, for example, water is leaking from the tap. तो नल से पानी या नल से जल निकल रहा है. Okay, now water is also going only, it is moving, but it's actually coming out of an object. So there exactly we use nikal. Nikal means just to come out of something. This prasthan is also used for generally like vehicles. Like in railway station, they may say गाड़ी सुबह 7 बजे प्रस्थान करेगी. It is also used when we are talking about some respectable person, some minister or somebody who is going to leave from some place. प्रधानमंत्री कल प्रस्थान करेंगे. We don't say प्रधानमंत्री कल निकलेंगे. प्रस्थान करेंगे. So just that use of Sanskrit word makes the sentence like it gives a respectful tone.
High style.
Yeah. like these like I have observed these prime ministers and all in India, they have their secretaries who give speech in some function or whatever. So they use a lot of these Sanskrit words.
Wow.
Their speeches are prepared. They don't speak impromptu, ready. So they use these words. Any award giving ceremony where, let's say, president is giving some medal or something, so they speak in very like high quality, refined Hindi. They don't use these colloquial words. Huh? Okay.
So
So
in books, in literature, you'll also find that in good.
yeah, literature, yes. Literature. You're right. Currently,
Okay.
there is no study of literature or anything. Okay. So that was where. Now we have who and whom. Who. So who is, who का शब्द है कौन. So let's say, who will teach Sanskrit? So Sanskrit कौन पढ़ाएंगे? Teach is पढ़ाना, पढ़ना पढ़ाना. Or you can also say सिखाएंगे. That is also correct. सिखाएंगे, पढ़ाएंगे, सिखाएंगे. Both are same. पढ़ना, the word is technically used with a book. मैं भगवत गीता पढ़ रहा हूँ. Means I am reading, studying is पढ़ना, and सीख रहा हूँ, that is learning. सीखना, learning. तो पढ़ना is more of like स्वाध्याय, self study. Okay.
So we are really doing Sikh karna.
Yeah. Right. Because we are not referring to any book. Huh? Who is responsible for the success in the match? Yeah, this is a little longer sentence. खेल में, what is success?
Sikh.
जीत is win. जीत हार, win loss. Success is सफलता. सफलता. Success. And opposite will be असफलता, failure. असफलता. खेल में सफलता का responsible. Now responsible, Urdu will be, I don't know, we should say Urdu or whatever, Hindi, anyway, whatever it is. Jimmedar. Like if I say you are if you say he is a responsible devotee, वह एक जिम्मेदार भक्त है. जिम्मेदार, responsible. And one who is irresponsible, that is called गैर जिम्मेदार. गैर जिम्मेदार,
Yeah.
that is irresponsible.
Hmm.
गैर जिम्मेदार. Huh. But the proper word here will be उत्तरदायी.
Hmm.
उत्तरदायी कौन है? This is the correct word. जिम्मेदार is also correct only. उत्तरदायी कौन है? उत्तरदायी is responsible. It is connected with दायित्व. दायित्व means responsibility. Or you can say जिम्मेदारी.
Is daitva in Sanskrit also meaning the
Yes,
same?
yes. Sanskrit word दायित्व.
Mm.
दायित्व. Sanskrit word. जिम्मेदारी is not a Sanskrit word.
Mhm.
So उत्तरदायी means responsible person. उत्तरदायी. Okay, he is responsible for the failure. वह असफलता का उत्तरदायी है. Okay,
Mhm.
then who is your guru? Simple sentence. So Hindi.
आपका
आपके.
guru,
आपके.
oh sorry,
आपके.
आपके
Yes.
guru कौन है?
कौन है? है. Remember na? We had discussed in case of respect A. Always it goes to A. आपके. है. Yes. In है we have to put the dot, bindu, because this is about guru. Now, if I ask who is your son? Who is your son? Then I will not say आपके, because son is junior. आपका पुत्र कौन है? या तुम्हारा पुत्र कौन है?
How you say once again?
आपका पुत्र कौन है?
So the difference is आपका and आपके. In
हाँ.
case of guru, आपके.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, आपका. Mm.
And the other difference is in the dot in the है.
Mhm.
कौन है? कौन है?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And with who, then we also have whom. Whom are you talking to?
कौन से?
No, whom are you talking to is not correct, no. It will be who are you talking to actually. Or whom. What will be the correct version in English?
To who? To whom?
I think it's right, no?
This is also correct.
But this is also correct, no?
Yeah.
So anyway, whom will be किससे? किससे? आप किससे बात कर रहे हैं? बात. This is the general word. Most commonly, बात कर रहे हैं. Now, what are the better words? आप किससे वार्तालाप. वार्तालाप is actually discussion. Then संभाषण. If you just throw away these words to someone, he or she will feel wow. Means in India, if you say vartalap, sambhashan, he'll say wow. Means who is this person? Yeah, you can just use these words to impress someone. मैं
And
आपसे वार्तालाप करना चाहती हूँ. If you say like this, मैं आपसे वार्तालाप करना चाहती हूँ, that's means some really top class person. His language is amazing. संभाषण. संभाषण is also discussion. Same thing. संभाषण, वार्तालाप. Okay. बातचीत. There is one बातचीत also.
Yeah.
बातचीत, discussion. Huh? Then no, I'm not getting much sentences with whom. Can you think of some sentence with whom?
Whom do you like?
Whom do you like? Okay.
Or whom does he like?
Yeah. Okay. So whom do you like? आप किसे? So here किससे, किसे also.
Is there any difference between them?
No, I think it's just about the grammatical construction only. That's all.
Okay.
आप किसे like? What is like?
Pasand?
पसंद. आप किसे पसंद करते हैं? या तुम किसे पसंद करते हो या करती हो? It is female. So pasand. So like can have I think many words like pasand. It depends on what is the meaning of like. If somebody is telling like in the sense of love, then it will be prem. Depends on what like are we talking about. Prem. So now see, now you were asking now what is the difference. Now if it is prem, then it will be आप किससे. आप किससे प्रेम करते हैं.